So first, let me say this. Everything's going to be okay.
He should work for the record labels because that's what they said. It's going to be okay. It's important to have good music. Well, nobody's arguing that it's not important to have good music or good movies or TV shows, right? But the consumption is changing on a global level for 5 billion people, and you're just going to say, well, we're going to focus on doing the right thing. That's a death wish.
In some ways, we should be confident and relaxed about the future of public service media. I think there is a very strong future. However, I think you only get to that secure future by being radical now. You can't be too complacent or too easy now.
I don't think we should be fearful. I think curiosity is much better than fear.
Okay. For the Olympics, which I did for the BBC, 98% of people watch live television rather than the online. On the other hand, there were 111 million online video requests, so both things are happening. And does there come a point where it suddenly transforms, or is it going to be more gradual for us? I don't know, and that's I think honest doubt is part of our approach to change.
I think it's very difficult to define a timetable for change. We are living in changing times, and I have the impression that it goes quicker than we all expect, so we have to be ready whenever we need to be ready.
So in a way, I think that if we really can go back to the basics of what public service media is, I think that gives, then it's easy to be calm. But calm doesn't mean that we don't have to change, and that doesn't mean that we don't have to do things. But if you are sure of yourself and you know what you are, then it's easier to make even big changes.
If there is one thing that you can do today to do more for the future of the industry than anything else you could possibly do, it is to change the way you define success. Change the way that you keep score.
Here, which is, if you're going to change your mindset, how on earth do you do that? If you're going to connect with other people out there, will you actually find out that lots of people are doing very good public service stuff that you're not doing? So it's not just competition from the internet, it's just not just competition from the commercial sector, but it's actually competition to reinvent yourself. And at that point, you may even ask yourself, are we the right people to do that? Do we have to fundamentally change the composition of these institutions?
I think we agree on the situation, we agree on the challenges. However, it's difficult for us to take the next step, to really identify what are the hindering factors that make us not do the changes we probably need to do.
And so, do you really understand how YouTube could be working for and with your businesses or your organizations? Do you see them as a threat? Do you understand that Google says, well, TV is going to become part of the search and the internet is going to move into your world? Have you really understood that? Are you comfortable with it? Or does that still worry you? And so you have to place fear of the unknown with curiosity.
It's this lack of understanding about what their role is in the future, which is leading to a quite visceral sort of fear, apprehension about making the switch, about committing to the future. And I think you have to understand that in the psyche of the television, professional. That isn't just about their professional skills, but it's also about their emotional psyche. That's the challenge to take away.
And my leaving thought is a bit like Nokia, disrupt yourself before somebody else comes and does it to you.